What is rootfs hash and what can you do with it? I have been dropped to a rootfs hash prompt many times when booting my distro failed. Usually I found I couldn't fix the problem with the limited commands available, so I would use any spare live CD I had laying around. But what is the rootfs prompt? Why does it have limited commands available? And can I use it to boot my system after the problem has been fixed?
Roots is a special instance of ramps, or TMPFS, if that's enabled, which is always present in 2.6 systems. You can't unmount roots. At kernel initialization time, there is an absolutely minimal file system registered, called rootfs. The code that implements this file system can be found in fs/ramps/ino.c, which also happens to contain the code for the ramps file system. Rootfs is basically identical to ramps, except for the specification of the ms_noser flag. This is interpreted by the routine graph_tree in fs/namespace.c. and I think it prevents userland processes doing their own mounts of rootfs. The routine init_mount_tree, found in fs/namespace.c, is called at system startup time to mount an instance of rootfs, and make it the root namespace of the current process. Remember that, under Linux, different processes can have different file system namespaces. It contains all applications, settings, devices, data and more. Without the root file system, your Linux system cannot run. See this URL.
If you want to support the channel,